The next question is from Mr. Dagba André, accountant in Benin.
Oui, merci, maître. Et pour qui connaît ce que vous faites pour l'humanité entière, il ne serait jamais assez pour nous de vous dire merci. Et c'est pour cela que je viens humblement vous dire merci, maître. Cher maître, le thème de notre conférence vidéo est « Soyez végétalien, consommez bio, sauvez la planète ». Mais qu'est-ce que nous constatons? De nos jours, les adolescents ne s'intéressent pas, ou du moins plus, aux problèmes sociaux, mais plutôt à la mode et aux nouveautés. À votre avis, maître, comment pourrions-nous, en tant qu'enseignants, leur délivrer le message SOS concernant le changement climatique afin qu'ils puissent être captivés? Merci, maître.
Merci. Yeah. Monsieur Dagba, hello there. It's very nice that you are concerned and can be with us today. I'm so happy to hear of your wish to inform the young people about saving the planet, because it is their present and future home, and they may want to do so. They may want to do something to help. It seems that teenagers are more interested in fashion and other things rather than the urgent situation right now. But they are also often the most open-minded people. They are intelligent, they are easy, they are impressionable, and honest group of people. Once they make a connection of global warming to their lives, they may really decide to do something. You will be surprised, especially if they understand that what they do can truly make a difference. They may be the first ones to take action. They just need the good leaders like you. Two very recent studies found young persons to be the ones most likely to volunteer and give of themselves. This is just saying that the young persons of this age have a lot of energy and can be some of the most caring people. So you can encourage them by helping them find active ways to show their care and love. You can also help them see how urgent global warming really is. Show them the human side of global warming, the true stories of people and animals who suffer because of this. For example, the families in island nations who have to move or plan to move because they see the water coming to submerge their houses, or in some cases already did due to the rising sea level. Or how the inhuman treatment of animals in slaughterhouse or in cosmetic experiments. There are many films about this. We have shown them every Tuesday on the show on Supreme Master Television called Stop Animal Cruelty, every Tuesday. This is unimaginable cruelty. This is beyond human moral standard. This is below our dignity to treat animals this way. So if you show them some of this truth about how animals suffer for humans' palate, you will awaken in the students their compassionate nature, and they will decide to do something about it. Or you can show also how the migrating birds have to fly farther and farther to find a place to nest, and the polar bear swims longer and longer now because there is no more ice, till sometimes they drown of exhaustion. or why the neighboring country has so many floods in recent years, so many disasters, etc., etc. Tell them how climate change is affecting real lives, real animals, real people, and their own lives as well. Then the young one will realize that halting climate change comes before all else. Everything that is important to them in this world, even before job, before money, and even before having fun. Because without a stable climate and a living planet, no one would be able to enjoy the things that we want to enjoy or get to do the things that we want to do. But it's also important to show the young people that there is still hope. We can still save the planet. You can tell them this. It's a chance that they can be true heroes by being vegan and spread the news of this solution. They can save lives, including their own, but also people all over the world and countless animal life around the world. If you explain all the benefits of being vegan for personal, for the animals, for the hungry people, for the starving children, they will love it. And they will be so excited because they know they can really make a difference. The young people are oftentimes the most ready to change their lifestyle if they see a reason for it. Their age group is also in many cases the first one to see that vegetarianism is good, is correct. So I think if we explain to them logically how it is the most important action to solve global warming, they will be motivated. They will support you. They will be behind you. They will do it. Thank you, Monsieur Dagba. God bless you and your students. You come from Benin? Yes. God bless your country, Benin, as well.
Thank you very much, Master, for your answer.
European Parliament supports reducing meat to lower greenhouse gases.
Roll call vote. Vote is now open.
Reduce your meat consumption or stop eating meat totally.
During discussions on greenhouse gas reduction goals, the Climate Committee of the European Parliament officially recognized livestock's contribution to global warming and recommended a reduction of subsidies to the livestock industry to curb methane.
The European Parliament has adopted its own position on climate change as an institution. And as a Vice President, one of the proposals I have made is in line with your own, which is that we should eat far less meat, because that's one of the major sources of greenhouse gases.
Please eat less meat and let's make taxes on meat. That's definitely one of the issues we're talking about. I'd like to tell people what the cost is of eating meat for the environment worldwide.
My name is Jens Holm. I'm a member of the European Parliament. Please, be veg, go green to save the planet.
The next question is from Mr. Apapabla Prosper. He is a mechanical engineer, quality control at the company Nioto.
Bonjour maître. Je voudrais vous remercier très sincèrement pour tout ce que vous faites pour sauver l'humanité tout entière des catastrophes naturelles. Bon, j'ai une petite question qui n'a pas de rapport avec ma profession, mais qui est plutôt liée à notre croyance. Dans nos milieux, certains pensent que le réchauffement climatique est une punition des dieux. Comment le régime végétalien peut-il calmer les dieux? Je vous remercie beaucoup, maître.
Merci. Hello, Monsieur Pabla, I'm glad you asked this question. It is understandable that people would think of global warming as a punishment. In a way, maybe. However, it is not really a punishment from heaven or from the gods, but a consequence of our actions. Global warming follows the universal principle that every action brings a response, or we could say a consequence. So if humanity acts in a ways that are considerate and kind, the universe will bring consideration and kindness in return. Just like if you plant a seed of apple, you will have apples in return. If we plant a seed of the thorny bush, we will have a thorny bush as a result. However, any action that involves killing will bring the same to the one who invokes it. This law is very precise. The meat diet means the denying of life, and consequently, we will reap the same. But the vegan diet is an offering of life, so it will be pleasing to the God. Therefore, its reward also will be the same, a protected life. So you are correct to say that the vegan diet calms everything, our own God inside included. The peace-loving vegan diet brings calm to ourselves, to the animals, and to the world. This is why it is the true solution for global warming. Not only does the vegan diet remove harmful methane from the atmosphere, on a deeper level, it removes the killing actions and replaces them with kindness, so that the entire planet becomes filled with this essential goodness, positive, benevolent energy. And then surely the gods will also be pleased forever after. Thank you, Mr. Akpabla. God bless you.
Thank you, Supreme Master.
You're welcome.
The next question from Mr. Malik Ayeva, responsible of the communication at Togo Cellular here in Togo.
Merci Maître pour tout ce que vous faites pour le monde. On sait qu'il ne va pas mieux ces derniers temps et il est important que nous soyons tous sensibilisés. Voici ma question. Combien de fois notre planète a-t-elle connu la destruction due aux actions préjudiciables des hommes telles que le réchauffement climatique? Merci, Maître.
Bonjour. Yeah, Monsieur Ayeva. Bonjour.
Bonjour, Maître.
Comment allez-vous? Ça va?
Bien, très bien.
To respond to your question, at least 2 major times that our planet has undergone destruction, major destruction due to detrimental human activities. And you may have heard that our neighboring planet, Mars, is another one that has gone through something similar to what the Earth is facing today. Mars is used to have conditions more like Earth and approach the same crisis, where technology was not matched with spiritual values of compassion. However, most of the people on Mars did not know or did not listen that the veg diet was the solution. But we do know now, and we try to spread this message to let as many people as possible to know about this solution, to give the time to change and save this beautiful planet before it's too late. It may be that past civilizations on Earth did not last also because their moral standard did not develop along with their technical power. Spiritual development and compassion are what ensure the safety and balance of every other endeavor. I pray that our civilization will be different, will be wiser, and more advanced in many beneficial ways. So let us not neglect to cultivate our virtues. The Martians went through destruction once and never forgot the painful lesson. And they were kind enough to send their message for Earth humans through our contact. Their message is, be virtuous. Save your home before it is too late. Thank you, sir. I do hope so. I do hope we save our home. Help us.
Merci, Maître.
Thank you, Master, for your answer.
You're welcome.
The next question is from Maître Kofi Tsolenyanyu. Is a notary in Lomé, General Secretary of the National Room of Notary of Togo.
Bonsoir, Maître suprême.
Bonsoir, Maître Tsolenyanyu.
Permettez-moi de vous rendre hommage pour la noble mission que vous accomplissez pour la sauvegarde de notre écosystème et la survie de l'humanité tout entière. Ma question découle d'un constat. C'est que les récentes recherches ont découvert avec stupeur que beaucoup d'espèces de poissons ont changé de sexe dû à la pollution de l'environnement. On a trouvé que des poissons sont à la fois mâles et femelles. Alors, grand maître, comment peut-on arriver à faire recouvrer à ces poissons leur sexe initial? Ça, c'est la première question. La deuxième question, c'est combien de temps cela prendra-t-il? Je vous remercie.
Bonjour, Maître Tsolenyanyu. I'm glad to see you here. Actually, to your question, the scientists have found out that many species of fish are naturally able to change their gender, depending on necessity. For example, sometimes there is a lack of food or not enough males, and the females will turn into males. So normally this flexibility is just a survival tool. However, in some cases, it is related to global warming. Toxic metals such as mercury have been found to alter fish gender. In addition, scientists have expressed concern, for example, that if the ocean waters continue warming, certain fish whose gender is determined by temperature might end up extinct, because only one gender will be produced. Problems like this show the interconnectedness of life and the environment. To think that a small temperature change can actually change a female fish to becoming a male. This situation can change, yes. It can be reversed, but we have to act quickly for these and all the other imperiled lives in the ocean and on land. So please join, sir, and spread the vital messages. We all must be veg, go green, if we are to save the planet. Merci, Maître Tsolenyanyu, pour venir, pour être avec nous. God bless you.
Thank you, Supermaster, for your answer.
Some of the diseases related to meat consumption and/or production: rabies, anthrax, sleeping sickness, Q fever, norovirus, swine flu, Ebola reston virus. Cured meats and fish increase leukemia risk in children. Antibiotic-resistant superbug infections from a strain of Staphylococcus aureus. Blue tongue disease, E. coli, salmonella. Bird flu, mad cow disease or Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, 90% of the population at risk. Pig's disease or PMWS, listeriosis, shellfish poisoning, pre-eclampsia, Campylobacter, Clostridium difficile diseases hidden in healthy appearing livestock, some of the costs of meat eating. Infertility. Eating just one serving of meat per day increases the risk of women's infertility by 32%, with additional meat consumption increasing the risk. Heart disease. Over 17 million lives lost globally each year. Cost of cardiovascular disease is at least $1 trillion a year. Cancer. Increased childhood cancers and adult reproductive cancers from hormones in meat. Colon rectal cancer. Over 1 million new colon cancer patients diagnosed each year, more than 600,000 colon cancer-related mortalities annually. In the United States alone, colon cancer treatment costs about $6.5 billion. Millions of people are newly diagnosed with other meat-related cancers every year.
Diabetes. 246 million people are affected worldwide. An estimated $174 billion spent each year on treatment in just the United States. Obesity. Worldwide, 1.6 billion adults are overweight, with 400 million more who are obese. Costs $93 billion each year for medical expenses in the United States alone. At least 2.6 million people die annually from problems related to being overweight or obese. Environmental. Uses up to 70% of clean water. Pollutes most of the water bodies. Deforests the lungs of the earth. Uses up to 43% of the world's cereal. Uses up to 85% of the world's soy. Causes world hunger and wars. 80% cause of global warming. Plus more.
Some of the costs of milk consumption. Cowpox from milking cows. Bacterial microbes, pesticides and enzymes found in cheese derived from the inner stomach linings of other animals. Up to 80% of the calories in cheese are from pure fat. Breast, prostate and testicular cancer from hormones present in milk. Hysteria and Crohn's disease. Hormones and saturated fat leads to osteoporosis, obesity, diabetes and heart disease. Linked to higher incidences of multiple sclerosis. Classified as a major allergen. Lactose intolerance. Plus more.
For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers. For help quitting, please visit
Next question from Mr. Kofi Jean Kissi. He is National Secretary and spokesperson of CAR, which is a political party.
Good afternoon, Submaster.
Good afternoon.
And God bless you for all you are doing for the humanity. My question is about politicians. Les efforts que vous faites pour lutter contre le réchauffement climatique. Vous savez que nous avons besoin d'une implication plus forte des politiciens. Leur implication est nécessaire. Mais on remarque que cela ne fait pas partie de leur principale préoccupation. Ma question, c'est que pouvons-nous faire? Ou bien, à votre avis, que peut-on faire pour que les politiciens s'impliquent beaucoup plus dans les questions du réchauffement climatique, dans les questions de l'environnement, dans la lutte contre le réchauffement climatique? Faut-il les envoyer tous à une université des sciences de l'environnement?
Bonjour, Monsieur le Secrétaire. You are correct. You are correct. It is best if government leaders can be part of the solution. They can assist in helping people to understand why it is so important to make the change and to the veg diet. To approach the political leaders, you can first get together with others of like mind. Then you let the leaders know that you and others like yourself are very interested in this subject. Tell them you want to save the planet. That's it. Write to your government leaders about the veg solution. Go and visit with them if that is possible. For supporting materials, you can ask our association members to provide you with the information you might need. From what we are reading in the news, it seems that more African leaders are now becoming interested in halting climate change and realizing the need to act on global warming. Sadly, global warming is affecting African countries in all the severest and some of the most visible ways. The world's second largest freshwater lake, Lake Victoria in Eastern Africa, is now being jeopardized due to overfishing, pollutants, and climate change, which are interrelated anyway. Rivers and lakes are drying up in Africa. Tanzania's Mount Kilimanjaro's glaciers and ice are almost all gone. And coral reefs are dying, bleaching. There are water crises from Sierra Leone to South Africa, Zimbabwe, Somalia, Mauritius, Mozambique, and Sudan, just to name a few, are experiencing worsened droughts that make it difficult to plant crops, thus adding to food shortages and price rising. Add to this desertification and deforestation that further degrade the land. Increased temperatures mean erratic rainfall, either too little or too much at a time. So we have ravaging floods that drown the crops and fire that burn the forest. Likewise, in West Africa, home to 43% of the total population of sub-Saharan Africa, if you are a farmer, you already can feel that the climate is in trouble. There are more frequent droughts, heat waves, floods, storms, frosts, freezes, and locusts than before. These impacts of climate change increase food insecurity and the food crisis in Africa. There is also increased risk of diseases such as malaria because the mosquitoes spread to higher altitudes. The United Nations is afraid that hundreds of millions of people in Africa are at risk. This is just a handful of all the news reports coming out about global warming in your land. I'm sure there are more. For leaders, they are aware of these grave problems facing their countries. Now, if the citizens also support them, remind them that they are concerned and that this is for their best interest, then they will be even more energized to address climate change. Then they will remember that global warming is the most important agenda. That is their duty, not only professionally, but also personally, because it affects themselves and their children as well. So let us try our best to help remind and encourage our leaders to do something. Thank you, and heaven bless the majestic land of Africa and preserve it.
Thank you, Master. Thank you, Master, for your answer. The next question is from Maître Kossi Toussaint Adigbo. He is a lawyer at the Court of Appeal of Lomé.
Je vous remercie. Je remercie également le Maître suprême. Maître suprême, à en croire vos enseignements, je pense que la solution au réchauffement climatique passe par l'adoption du régime végétalien. Je veux savoir, Maître suprême, quels peuvent être les effets ou comment le système peut se renouveler par l'adoption du régime végétalien. Merci.
Merci et bonjour, Maître Adigbo. Thank you for this very relevant question. I am eager, as you are, and can't wait to see the day when we all become vegan. That is, before it is too late. When we live our lives with a vegan diet, we send out a powerful statement that we want life. And so we will beget life and protection to continue with our life. If we become vegan as an individual, we can remedy the disasters that otherwise might affect us personally. If the world becomes vegan as a group, we can remedy the disasters that affect us globally. They will avert us or be minimized and rendered harmless. The planet will begin repairing itself in astonishing ways that scientists would be surprised. For example, the ice will stop melting and return the way it was. Green life will appear again. The oceans will be healed as the rainfall and temperature begin to regulate themselves again. Produce restore balance. You see, we have the energy to change everything. We have the power to dictate what happens around us, but we must use it. We must use it for the sake of all. We must use it for the benefit of every being on this planet. Our thinking, our action have to send out a message to the universal energy that we want a better planet. We want a safer life. We want a saved world. Then the universal energy will do just that. But we have to act in resonance with this energy. You see, if we want good things, and we have to do good. If we want life, we have to spare life. So the good energy we create can do these things and more wonders. The compassionate, loving atmosphere that we, as the whole world, generate can and will do more miracles for us. I know it sounds incredible, but it is possible. It is the fact. We create everything that we want if we live but in accordance with the law of the universe. Such is the power of just being vegan, because that means we spare life, we want life, we want constructive energy, we don't want destruction. So vegan is the answer. This is something all Africans and all citizens of the world can do. Be vegan, be a world saver. Thank you very much for your question. What this world can be. The world can be what we make it to be. And we will make it a vegan world, a compassionate world, a peaceful world, and a safe world. Thank you, sir, for your question. Thank you, mate. Merci, mate.
Thank you for your wonderful answer.
Some of the benefits of a vegetarian diet: lowers blood pressure, lowers cholesterol levels, reduces type 2 diabetes, prevents stroke conditions, reverses atherosclerosis, reduces heart disease risk 50%, reduces heart surgery risk 80%, prevents many forms of cancer, stronger immune system, increases life expectancy up to 15 years, higher IQ, saves 70% of the total cost of $40 trillion for reducing global warming, uses 4.5 times less land to grow food, conserves up to 70% clean water, saves 80% of the cleared Amazonian rainforest from animal grazing. A solution for world hunger. Free up 3.4 billion hectares of land, free up 760 million tons of grain every year, half the world's grain supply, consumes 1/3 fossil fuels of those used for meat production, reduces pollution from untreated animal waste, maintains cleaner air, saves 4.5 tons of emissions per U.S. household per year, stop 80% of global warming. Plus more.
The last question is from Mr. Kelvis Donklin, reporter from Ghana Hot FM.
Welcome.
Thanks very much, Madam, for what you're doing for nature and humanity. My question goes this way about global warming. We need to stop killing animals. That's one of the remedies for global warming. I would like to ask, most of our import freezing food is from the Western countries. We'd like to know what we are doing about educating the people out there for them to know much of what it is to cause the global warming, one. Second, my question has to go with the doctors that we have, who has learned a lot about humanity, nature, and life, and who has to educate us not to eat much meat, but eat a lot of fish, which also boils down for us, educating us not to eat or kill animals. I would like to know. And thirdly, people who have the aim of rearing fishes in fish pond for their life, or probably importing it, selling it to take care of their home. I would like to know what is the measure taken to educate them to know more about global warming. Thank you.
All right. All right, Mr. Dunkelin. Thank you for being with us today, and thank you for your concern. You are one of the positive journalists, and we have so much respect for these people, this kind of people. The kind of journalists like you are the one who help to bring truthful, positive, constructive information to the public. If there are enough journalists, reporters like you are, it will be a great help to our planet. To your question, sir, this is, of course, is a challenge for all of us. Again, as we have mentioned, the government and the media also should join with the public to re-educate our co-citizens in the whole world at large. The people who have to slaughter animals as a job for living, we could retrain them in other kind of job. They could be planting trees, taking care of the forest, instead of slaughtering the animals. Right now, we have green industry, which is a blooming business, which is a potential for the future. I'm sure there are many occupations that these people can take part in. And the government have to give them subsidies until they are trained in a new occupation. There are not that many animal slaughtering people. We can re-educate them. And concerning the second question that some people have to depend on exporting or importing meat to make a living. I think it's the same solution. Instead of exporting meat, they will be importing and exporting vegan products. Nowadays, very excitingly, we have so many vegan hams, vegan chicken, vegan cheese, vegan sausages, all kind of delicious vegan food that looks the same to the old diet and tastes very beautiful, tastes very delicious. So these people, instead of exporting meat, they can just exporting vegan products. It will bring in a good income because everybody will change to vegan diet. So it is a matter of concept. You see, we have to change our concept. And the government should help these people. If they cannot stand on their feet immediately, the government social security system could help them in the beginning. But nowadays, in many countries, there are not enough vegan food, so we can do that. Thank you, sir. We can import, plant organic vegan food instead of raising animals, slaughtering animals, or importing animals' products. We just reverse the action. Plant organic vegetable, produce organic protein, exporting vegan produce. God bless you, sir. God bless your radio station and your colleagues.
Thank you very much, Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Welcome.
That concludes the question and answer sessions. Thank you very much.
Master, thank you so much for answering all our questions. Thank you for explaining again how important it is for humans to follow a compassionate, animal-free vegan diet, which will reduce our carbon emission to such an extent that we can actually reverse global warming.
After all this information, surely many of you would like to join the organic vegan movement.
I think everybody knows already what to do. It's just a matter of taking action and knowing that it is life and death matter. It is serious. We must do it. We should have done it already yesterday. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you who are involved and supporting this beautiful event. And thank you also all the people that come to share this important meeting. I would like also, and first, to thank all the distinguished speakers, including those who addressed us via video greeting, like Madame Juliet Galatly of Viva, Dr. Shaw Chan Liu of the Academia Sinica, Mr. Jack Baylis, and Deputy Director Smith. My appreciation also to Monsieur Alonso, Dr. Ofe, Ayemang, and Mayor Osi and his representative for their valuable support and speeches. We also thank you, all the media, the precious guests who lent your supportive energy to our special event today. I am so touched by the concern of the participants and by your thoughtful and intelligent questions. It is truly my honor to be part of this respected conference in the presence of all of you, the noble people here, and your pure spirit, which shines brightly in closeness to God. I am confident that your warm and determined heart can achieve the noble goal of creating a sustainable world for the gracious country of Togo and the entire Africa continent and the whole world. With your help, with your noble support, with your heavenly action, we will surely walk together toward an Eden-like world. God bless all of you. God bless us all so much. To succeed in our endeavor to save our precious planet. God bless Africa. God bless our world. So shall it be. Thank you. And I love you. Je vous aime.
Thank you, Master, for all your beautiful and very profound and touching words. Thank you for setting aside your time and for your patience and wisdom in addressing the issue of climate change and the importance of being organic vegan with us today. We would also like to take this opportunity to thank every one of you attendees to our Be Organic Vegan to Save the Planet conference today.
Supreme Master Chin Hai, our distinguished guests, listeners at Nana FM, Nostalgie, Sport FM, Hot FM, and Topa FM, viewers of Supreme Master Television and LCF, since tomorrow is Mother's Day, we would like to conclude today's conference with a performance dedicated to Supreme Master Chin Hai, dedicated to all of our human and animal mothers, and of course, dedicated to our marvelous Mother Earth. Please enjoy the following song by Vanessa Woru.
Bienvenue Africa, Towezo Labi, Miva Pofricada, Miva Poblimada, Novi Wawanibo, Nyawezo, Akwaba, bienvenue Africa, Towezo Labi, Miva Pofricada. Viva Paprikada. Viva Paprikada. Wezo Africa. Wezo Jijo Nibo. Esino Lujiba. Viva Africa. Ea. Viva, viva, viva Africana. Viva, viva, viva Africana. Ea, 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 ea. Viva, viva, viva Africana. Sele que tele. Viva, viva, viva Africana. 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 Viva, viva, viva Africa. Viva, viva. Merci.
Merci, merci.
Merci.
Beautiful.
Merci. Thank you, maître.
Merci à vous, madame et monsieur.
Merci encore.
Beautiful. Formidable.
Enu keke bia muni soke blana o Zauto Vovo toto ayena benu ke olawo egbea Jababania we egea Fofo nukulawo egea Basodo sojio dadadada nukulawo egea Basodado sojio Fofo nukulawo egea Basodo sojio dadadada nukulawo egea Basodado sojio Basodado sojio. Ah oui, tous les matins que nous voyons ne se ressemblent pas. Yahweh, toutes les nuits qui nous voient dormir n'ont pas la même couleur. Oh les veaux, oh les veaux, tonton Ayen avec nous que là on est bien. Shababa Yahweh, eh bien, oh les veaux, oh les veaux, tonton Ayen avec nous que là on est bien. On m'a soldado sodio. Soldado sodio Jababania we egbea Jababania we egbea Jababania we egbea Jababania we egbea. Merci.
Bravo, bravo,
Thank
bravo.
you.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup, maître.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. That was Vanessa Woru. Let's now go back to wish to all of our mothers a wonderful Mother Day with the next performance. The song is Love You Every Second.
Every second.
Every second.
We have been following you for a long, long time, but we never had the honor and pleasure of meeting you in person. We have been following you for a long, long time, but we never had the honor and pleasure of meeting you in person. We miss you, miss you, miss you. We love you. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. We miss you. We miss you, miss you, miss you. We love you. We love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. We wish we could replace your chest with joy and happiness. Anything you like, we'll stand by you. We wish we could replace your chest with joy and happiness. Anything you like, we'll stand by you. We have been following you for a long, long time, but we never had the honest pleasure of meeting you in person. We have been following you for a long, long time, but we never had the honest pleasure of meeting you in person. We miss you, miss you, miss you. We love you. We love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. We miss you. We miss you, miss you, miss you. We love you. We love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. We wish we could replace your chest with joy and happiness. Anything you like, we'll stand by you. We wish we could replace your chest with joy and happiness. Anything you like, we'll stand by you. We miss you, miss you, miss you. We love you. We love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. We miss you. We miss you, miss you, miss you. We love you. We love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. With you, miss you, miss you. We love you. We love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. We miss you. We miss you, miss you, miss you. We love you. We love you, love you, love you, love you, love you.
I love you too. Thank you. From my heart.
Thank you for your so lovely performance. I know that everybody liking the here. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
We wish that this Mother's Day, every mother live happily with their family, and the animal's mother live happily with their family too. We also hope that all the animal and human can live in peace and harmony, and that we can keep this planet, Mother Earth, forever. Just be organic vegan to save the planet.
That's right. Be veg, go green.
Be veg, go green, and save the planet.
Thank you.
We can do it. We can do it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers in the world.
Thank you very much, Master.
This concludes today's The Organic Vegan to Save the Planet conference. Thank you very much. Just remember, be kind, be organic, be veg, and go green to save the planet. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Je m'appelle Vanessa Oru, je suis chanteuse afro-classique togolaise. Voilà.
Que pensez-vous de cette conférence sur le réchauffement climatique?
Eh bien, je pense que ce sont de bonnes causes à défendre. Pour une fois, c'est naturel et ça parle de l'environnement, ça nous intéresse tous. Et donc, je crois que tout le monde doit y mettre sa main. Je crois que je vais vraiment me pencher à ma manière de manger, à mon alimentation. Je crois que je vais me remettre en cause et je vais voir ce que je peux faire. Voilà. Alors, je vais faire un grand coucou à ma grande maîtresse là.
Ouais, la solution, elle est claire. Pratiquer le régime. Oui.
C'est une conférence très instructive parce que ça traite d'une question d'actualité et très prominente. Voilà. Ça parle de la survie de la nature, de l'univers et puis des espèces. En l'occurrence, l'espèce humaine qui en pâtit aujourd'hui à cause de son exploitation abusive des autres espèces naturelles. Ceci vise en fait, au cours de cette conférence, à sensibiliser des gens sur la nécessité de préserver son environnement en ne consommant pas les espèces vivantes comme des animaux de la brousse, même des poissons par exemple. Voilà. C'est une solution que je vais trouver efficace sans doute parce que une fois qu'on devient végétarien, de facto on ne consomme plus les espèces, les animaux, la viande et autres. Donc de facto ça va aider à diminuer l'exploitation abusive de l'autorité humaine sur les autres espèces de la nature. Parce que c'est toujours dans la consommation de la viande qu'on est amené parfois à utiliser certains combustibles, par exemple le feu. Parce que c'est avec la création du feu qu'on a eu l'idée de l'élevage. Et l'élevage devait nous procurer la viande. Donc une fois qu'on devient végétarien, c'est comme un retour vers la physiocratie. Donc c'est une bonne solution. Sincèrement, c'est une noble mission pour moi de le faire et d'être même motivé parce qu'il y a toutes les raisons pour l'être. Et puis je pense vraiment qu'il n'y a pas plus grand sacrifice quand il s'agit de préserver la nature, l'humanité. Puisque nous-mêmes, nous l'avons hérité de la part de ceux qui nous ont précédés. Donc c'est d'un noble devoir de pouvoir contribuer à préserver ça pour les générations futures.
I think this conference is very important for the whole world and we are very thankful to Master for revealing the situation so that we all can be a vegan vegetarian. I hope and believe that people will become a vegan vegetarian and we will save the planet.
Elle a été très enrichissante parce que avant nous ne savions pas ce que c'est que le régime végétarien. Aujourd'hui, vous voyez même je suis en train de manger voilà, le riz végétarien. Ce n'est pas aussi différent que le riz que nous mangeons. Seulement, c'est la viande qui n'existe pas. Mais il y a une autre façon de préparer la viande, le tofu, c'est-à-dire la viande du soja, qui est aussi succulente que la viande que nous avons l'habitude de manger. Vraiment, je suis convaincu. J'avais commencé par m'y mettre, maintenant je vais encore redoubler d'efforts. Je crois que c'est le régime qu'il nous faut à tous pour retrouver vraiment l'ordre qui était établi, que nous avons contribué à détruire. Ouais, je crois que ce serait une bonne chose si tout le monde revenait vraiment au régime végétarien. Si on parle d'être proche de la nature, c'est le végétarisme qui est vraiment le modèle le plus proche de la nature.
Il y a beaucoup qui ne savent pas qu'il y a un danger, que le monde court un danger. Mais avec cette conférence-là, je crois que vraiment tout le monde saura ce qui se passe dans le monde et ils en prendront conscience. Vraiment, et ils vont également, je crois, changer de comportement. Voilà, surtout en ce qui concerne la consommation de la viande.
Le réchauffement climatique, je pense que c'est une catastrophe qui menace notre planète. Pour mener à bien et pour pouvoir arriver à un bon port, de préférence, c'est de pratiquer le régime végétalien. Je suis végétalien depuis 2000. Donc, je pense que tous mes enfants sont végétariens dès leur naissance. Donc, de mon entourage, j'essaierai de leur faire savoir les bienfaits du régime et je pense qu'avec le temps, ils l'accepteront.
Ah, je vois que c'est très merveilleux. On nous a parlé de comment faire pour sauver notre planète
les comportements adoptés et je pense que c'est vraiment une réussite. Franchement, sincèrement, la main sur le cœur, vraiment j'ai eu le désir aujourd'hui de devenir végétarien parce que avoir tout ce qu'on nous a dit et les bienfaits du végétarisme, vraiment, j'étais motivée, j'étais émue.
J'avoue que c'est une conférence très enrichissante dans la mesure où le réchauffement climatique touche tous les pays. Aucun pays n'est épargné. Mais force est de constater qu'en Afrique, nos dirigeants n'ont pas encore pris conscience de ce problème. Alors à travers cette conférence, j'ai appris beaucoup de choses que je ne savais pas. Par exemple, la présence d'un club de végétaliens au campus, alors que je suis présente sur l'université de Lomé depuis 4 ans. Je me dis c'est une question de volonté. Si l'on sait l'avantage que procure un régime végétarien, l'on peut quand même fournir ce maximum d'efforts pour changer son régime. Alors je suis prête à changer mon régime et à devenir dans les jours à venir une végétalienne.
Oui, c'est une très belle occasion pour lever certains préjugés qui courent dans le peuple togolais. Cela aidera le public à écarter certains doutes quant au bienfait du végétarien. Et tout ce que je connaissais avant même cette conférence et les éclaircissements et encore plus apportés me donnent une plus ferme conviction à pouvoir mener cette vie, cette manière de vivre et que la consommation des aliments d'une manière paisible envers notre environnement. Je pense que je pourrais bien le mener avec plus de détermination.